And as those case numbers continue to drop, many services are starting to come back in person, like Inside Out. It's the largest LGBTQ plus serving nonprofit in El Paso County and the only one that specifically addresses young people. That's where we find Colette Bordelon tonight. And Colette, that organization reaches around 400 kids every year. I imagine having to shut down for the pandemic, quite a challenge for those folks.
Rob, now they did move their services to an online platform, and with that ability, they were able to serve 100 new people. But for some who don't have internet access or are just missing that physical connection, in-person services are really where they benefit. So Inside Out Youth Services is hoping with this new hybrid model, they can meet everyone's needs.
And just hearing, when I was in your shoes, it means everything.
You can't put a price tag on a person who can relate.
This month for me, and every month before and after, it's just about me figuring out who I am one step at a time.
17-year-old Marshall Seidel is proud.
It takes a lot of courage and bravery and resilience and strength.
Seidel, born female, began transitioning in the teenage years.
Being transgender was the last thing that I wanted to be, because at the time I was black, still am, and I was out as a lesbian, and that already was kind of weird in my family, and I already have had to deal with racism.
Describing the journey like a big roller coaster with lots of ups and downs.
But being trans is personally one of the best things that has ever happened to me.
And Seidel has found community.
We serve a population of young people who often feel isolated, and we live in a society that often purposely isolates them.
At Inside Out Youth Services.
I grew up as a queer kid in Colorado Springs, and I had no idea Inside Out existed because, it's been here since 1990.
Finally, participants can start gathering in person once again later this month.
Having that sense of togetherness is the greatest thing that they can have to prevent any risk factors, really. Suicide, substance use, mental illness.
That sense of support.
Prioritize you and your safety before anything. That is pride.
In a safe space, ready to serve.
Mondays and Thursdays will remain virtual, but Tuesdays and Fridays will be going back to in-person services starting on June 25th. Now, masks will be required inside this space along with other COVID-19 precautions. Always watching out for you, Colorado Springs. Colette Bordelon, News 5.
Colette, thanks. Another encouraging sign we're moving forward.